I showed up to my daughter's birthday, and a stranger was hanging his jacket in my hallway. 10 months ago, I had an affair and left my wife, and I've regretted it every day since. We'd been together 14 years and had 3 kids, 9, 6, and 2. Nothing was falling apart. I was bored and selfish. I met the other woman at a work event, and one stupid crush turned into months of secret texts, hotel rooms, and lying. She left her husband too, and we told ourselves we were in love. The day I moved out, my 2-year-old kept bringing me my shoes like I was late for work. He did it 4 times. My wife finally carried him into another room so I could grab my bag and leave. Now I live in my girlfriend's apartment. It smells like lavender candles, and it doesn't feel like mine. She talks and laughs and tries to act normal, but I just sit there and feel nothing. I still see my kids a lot, school pickup, quick dinners, weekends, but it's not the same as waking up with them and brushing tiny teeth and hearing cartoons in the morning. Last week was my daughter's 9th birthday party. I bought the American Girl doll she'd begged for, $200. I didn't even blink. I showed up at my old house holding that box like it could buy me back into the life I threw away. My ex opened the door wearing the silver necklace with our wedding date on it. She'd said she'd never take it off, and seeing it on her again made my throat burn, even after everything I did. My daughter ran up and hugged me tight, then whispered in my ear, "Mommy cries in the bathroom every night, but she says she's fine." I asked if I could come in. She stepped aside and said, calm and careful, "It's still your kid's home." I stepped inside, and the smell hit me first, the same laundry soap and kid shampoo. Then I looked down and saw 2 pairs of shoes by the door that weren't mine. Men's sneakers, next to my son's tiny ones. My eyes flicked up to my ex. She didn't explain, just said, "Cake's almost ready," and walked away like she was keeping the day smooth for the kids. The living room looked almost the same, but the little changes hit hard, like I was a guest. New curtains, different pillows, a toy bin I didn't recognize. My 6-year-old shoved a card into my hand, crayon drawings of our family, and big, shaky letters that said, "I miss you, Daddy. When are you coming home?" I pressed my lips together and stared at the floor so I wouldn't cry in front of them. My daughter ripped open the doll box and squealed. For a second, she looked at me like I was the hero again, and it almost broke me. Everyone crowded around the table. We sang happy birthday. My daughter blew out the candles and smiled. I started cutting the cake, and then I saw it. A man's jacket on our coat rack. Nike, navy blue, size large, not mine. I froze with the knife in my hand. My ex followed my eyes and didn't look guilty at all. She just said quietly, "He's in the kitchen helping with dishes. The kids really like him." My hands started shaking. I set the knife down. "How long?" I asked. 3 months, she said. "He's a teacher at our son's school. We met at conferences." My daughter tugged my sleeve. "Daddy, do you want to meet him? He's my teacher, but we call him by his first name. He taught me how to ride my bike without training wheels." That sentence made my stomach drop. I was supposed to teach her that. I forced a smile. "Maybe next time, sweetie." From the kitchen, I heard my 2-year-old giggling, the deep belly laugh he used to do with me during bath time. I walked to the doorway and saw a tall guy playing peekaboo with my son using a dish towel. My kid was belly laughing, hands clapping, face bright. The guy looked up, saw me, and wiped his hands on the towel. He stepped forward and held out his hand like this was normal. "Hey," he said, "I'm Mark. I've heard a lot about you. You've got great kids." I couldn't shake his hand. I just stared at it. My phone buzzed and I glanced down. My girlfriend had texted, "When are you coming home? I made dinner." I stared at the word home and felt sick because I didn't know what that word meant anymore. My ex came up beside me and kept her voice low. "You okay?" "I need to go," I said. She nodded once. "Stay for cake. The kids want you here." "I can't." I kissed my daughter's head, hugged my 6-year-old, and ruffled my 2-year-old's hair. He barely noticed. He was still laughing with Mark. I left before dessert, before I had to watch someone else cut my kid's cake in my kitchen. I sat in my car outside my girlfriend's building at 8:47 p.m. and didn't move. I could see her shadow in the window, setting the table. My phone buzzed again. It was a photo from my ex. All 3 kids tucked into bed, holding the stuffed animals I bought them last Christmas. Under it, she wrote, "They asked me to send this to you. Good night."